Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, in this session we are going to discuss some more problems based on zeros of polynomials. In this session we'll be taking even cubic polynomials, and I hope you might have revised the previous session as well. So let's begin this session. Now friends, let's see this question. If the sum of square of zeros of polynomial this is minus 11 by 25, we have to find out the value of k. Now suppose the zeros are alpha and beta, then we are given that alpha square plus beta square is minus 11 by 25. Now what's alpha square plus beta square? That's we don't know, that we have to calculate. From this given polynomial, alpha plus beta will be equal to minus 3 by 5 and alpha beta will be equal to k by 5. Right? So how could we calculate alpha square plus beta square? That is alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta, that's 11 by 25. Right? Now alpha plus beta whole square will be 9 by 25 minus 11 by 25 is equal to 2 into alpha beta, that's 2k by 5. Right? So it's 9 minus 11, that's minus 2 by 25. So I'm sorry, it's minus 11 by 25, so it will be plus. So 11 plus 9, that's 20 by 25, right? So 2, 10 and this 5, 2. So k will be equal to 2, right? Now friends, here we have the problem of cubic polynomial. What is the standard format of cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, right? Here suppose the roots are alpha, beta and gamma. That means alpha plus beta plus gamma will be minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma will be c by a, and alpha beta gamma will be minus d by a. That's product of the roots, right? So that we have to keep in our mind. And other way of writing a cubic polynomial is x minus alpha, x minus beta and x minus gamma, right? If the coefficient of x cube is 1. So this is what other way of writing, if the roots are alpha, beta and gamma, right? Now in this case, if the sum of zeros of polynomial is 6, now what is sum of zeros? That's alpha plus beta plus gamma, and what's that? That's the coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube in negative, right? So coefficient of x square is minus 3k, coefficient of x cube is 2, and we have to take negative of this, so it's positive. That's actually 6, right? So we have to find out the value of k. So it's 4, right? Now this is also a cubic polynomial, and just we have discussed that alpha plus beta plus gamma is coefficient of x cube by coefficient of x square in negative, right? Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is coefficient of, here I'm sorry, it's x square and it's x cube, right? Here is the coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, right? So if the standard format is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, so it's minus b by a and it's c by a, right? Now if make the comparison between this and this, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha will be c by a, and what c is over here, that's 4, right? So 4 by a, right? Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma will be 4 by a. I hope you are getting me. Now the zeros of polynomial if two of its zeros are minus root 3 and root 3, right? Now we assume that the roots are alpha, beta and gamma, right? So alpha plus beta plus gamma, that's sum of the roots will be what? Minus b by a if we make the comparison from here. So it's minus 1 by 2. Now 2 of the zeros I already know that's minus root 3 and root 3, so I can put the value of alpha and beta over here and can calculate the value of gamma. So it's minus root 3 plus root 3 plus gamma is minus half, so gamma is minus half, right? Now this question, further we have a cubic polynomial and the theory will remain same. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So alpha plus beta plus gamma, that sum of the roots will be minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is c by a, and alpha beta gamma will be minus d by a, right? Now here 1 0 is already given, we have to find out the other two zeros. Now here alpha plus beta plus gamma will be, it's 5 by 3, that's minus b by a, right? So it's 5 by 3, and alpha beta gamma is equal to, it's 3 by 3, that's 1, right? Now we know one of the roots, that's minus 1 by 3. Suppose I assume that alpha is minus 1 by 3. So what I'll be doing, I'll put the value of alpha in both the relationship and try to get the value of beta and gamma. So alpha is minus 1 by 3. So minus 1 by 3, so that's beta plus gamma is 5 by 3 plus 1 by 3. So that's 6 by 3, that's 2, right? And if I put the value of alpha over here, so alpha, it's minus 1 by 3, so beta gamma will be minus 3, right? Now beta plus gamma is 2 and beta gamma is minus 3. So what I do, I just find out the value of gamma from this equation. So gamma is equal to 2 minus beta, right? I put the value of gamma in this. So it's 2 minus beta into beta is equal to minus 3. Now I'll be getting a quadratic equation, and after solving this I'll be getting the value of beta. So it's 2 beta minus beta square is equal to minus 3. So it's beta square minus 2 beta minus 3 is equal to 0. So it's beta square minus 3 beta plus beta minus 3 is equal to 0. So it's beta minus 3 plus 1, beta minus 3 is equal to 0. So beta is equal to minus 1 or 3, right? So I got the value of beta as minus 1 and the other is 3. So precisely we have got the three values. Gamma will also be either minus 1 or 3. If beta is minus 1, gamma will be 3, and if gamma is minus 1, beta will be 3, right? So I got the value of alpha, beta and gamma all as well. Alpha is minus 1 by 3, beta is minus 1 or gamma is 3. So the other two roots are minus 1 and 3, right? So 3 and minus 1 is also possible, and minus 1 and 3 is also possible. So option D, that's both A and C, right? Quite an important problem, friends. Just revise it if you are not clear for the first time. Now, if the sum of zeros of polynomial is 6, then the value of k is. Now, further I don't have to write everything. I assume the roots to be alpha, beta and gamma. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is, here it's 3k by 2, and sum of 0 is given to us as 6, so 3k by 2 is 6, so k will be 4, right? Now if product of zeros is 4, then a is product of zeros, that's alpha, beta, gamma, that's minus d by a, so here it will be 6 by a and that's 4, so a is equal to 6 by 4, that's 3 by 2, right? Now a cubic polynomial with its with the sum of its zeros, sum of product of its zeros taken 2 at a time, and product of zeros is this. So we have to find out the cubic polynomial. Now further I would just write the equation here once again. It's ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is a standard cubic polynomial, right? Here if the zeros are alpha, beta and gamma, then alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is c by a. Then alpha beta gamma is d by a negative, right? So we are given the values of sum of zeros as 2. So minus b by a is 2, and here a is 1 because all the polynomials having the coefficient of x cube as 1, right? So minus b by a is 2, then alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, that's minus 7, and alpha beta gamma is minus 14, right? So minus b, since a is 1, so minus b is equal to 2, c is equal to minus 7, and d is equal to 14, right? So b is equal to minus 2, I can say. So just put the value of a, b, c, d over here. It's x cube bx square, that's b is minus 2, so it's minus 2x square, plus cx, so it's minus 7x plus d. So it's x cube minus 2x square minus 7x plus 14. Okay? I hope you are clear. It's simple question. You just have to understand the basic properties of polynomials. That's particularly in this case we are talking about cubic polynomial. Now let's say this question. If alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of the polynomial this, then we have to find out the value of 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta plus 1 upon gamma. Now for this cubic polynomial, if alpha, beta and gamma are roots, so alpha plus beta plus gamma will be minus b by a, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is c by a, and then alpha beta gamma will be minus d by a, right? So we know all these three relationships. Now we have to find out the value of this. So let's take LCM. So it's alpha beta gamma, then it's beta gamma plus alpha gamma plus alpha beta, right? So this is what alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, and the value of this is what? C by a. By alpha beta gamma is minus d by a, so it's minus c by d, right? Quite easy. Further, in this problem, alpha, beta, gamma are zeros. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is c by a, and alpha beta gamma is minus d by a. Now we have to find out the value of this. So what I do is alpha plus beta plus gamma whole square I try to find out, and that's what? Alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus 2 alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma. Now this is a relationship that we already know. Now we have to find out the value of this expression. So I just put the value of alpha plus beta plus gamma over here, that's minus b by a. So it's b square by a square minus 2 times alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, that's c by a. So that's the value of alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square, right? So just take LCM, it's a square, so it's b square minus twice ac by a square, right? So that's the value of alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square, b square minus ac by a square. Friends, the problems are very simple. You must be knowing the relationship. That's enough, right? These are the three important relationships in case we talk about cubic polynomial, right? Now in this question, alpha, beta, gamma are zeros. So alpha plus beta plus gamma will be what? P. I don't have to write it again and again. It's P only. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma will be Q, and alpha beta gamma will be R, right? Now we have to find out the value of this. Take LCM, that's alpha beta gamma in the denominator. Here alpha beta cancels with gamma plus alpha plus beta, right? So this is actually this. So alpha plus beta plus gamma will be P and alpha beta gamma will be R. So it's P by R, right? Now here the product of two zeros is 3, then its third zero is. Now it's very simple problem. Alpha, beta and gamma, the three zeros are there. So product of them, alpha, beta, gamma will be minus 9 by 2, right? And product of two zeros is 3. Suppose alpha, beta, product of alpha, beta is alpha, beta and that's 3. So we put the value of alpha, beta, that's minus 9 by 2. So gamma is minus 3 by 2. So that is the third zero, right? Now friends, in this case, by looking at the graph, we have to find out that the number of real zeros for this curve or for this polynomial. So it's intersecting at over here at x-axis and here it's touching, so we'll be getting two zeros. Both the zeros will be same because it is touching x-axis. So 2 plus 1, in all there are 3 zeros, but 2 zeros will be same and 1 will be different, right? So in all the total number of real zeros will be 2 only. Okay, now friends, I would like to discuss one important thing over here. Suppose we have a quadratic equation, that's ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then we can find out the roots of this quadratic equation. Roots are zeros by, see, suppose two roots are there, alpha and beta. So alpha and beta we can find out by this relationship, that's minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? This is a relationship you will study even the topic quadratic equations also, but here I would like to discuss because it will help you in solving some of the problems, right? So by plus we get one relationship, by minus we get the other zero. So from plus and minus we'll be getting two zeros of this polynomial, right? Now there are three ways. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, in that case there is no meaning of this plus and minus, because after plus and minus we will be getting zeros. So in this case both the zeros will be equal. Suppose alpha and beta are the two zeros, so alpha will be equal to beta, right? That you should be knowing. Now if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 and if it is a perfect square, so if it will come out of the square, so in that case whatever the value we are getting after square root, so that will be added and deducted from minus b to get the two roots, right? So there are two things. If it is 0, so both the roots will be same or both the zeros will be same. If it is not 0, both the roots will be different. Okay, so that you have to be clear. Okay, now here we see graph of polynomial ax square plus bx plus c is shown over here, and this curve is actually a downward parabola. That means the coefficient of x square is negative, but it's the downward parabola and it is touching the x-axis at only one point. That means both the zeros of this quadratic polynomial are same, right? In that case b square minus 4ac, whichever whatever the expression which we have just discussed, will be equal to 0, right? If both the zeros are same, that means b square is equal to 4ac, right? So b square minus 4ac will be 0 if both the roots are or both the zeros are same, right? And if both the zeros are same, this parabola or this curve will just touch x-axis. It will not intersect x-axis. Okay, now in this graph we have to find out the number of real zeros. So it's touching over here and it's touching over here. That means this polynomial has 4 real zeros, right? 2 zeros from this touch and 2 zeros from this touch. Okay, since we are getting two parabolas, one is this parabola and other is this parabola. Okay, friends, various problems based on polynomials we have discussed, and I am sure that you'll be getting the concept of polynomials, the relationship between zeros and coefficients of polynomials. So do practice well. Do good number of sums from your books and on the practice sheet which are available on the site. So you will be getting confidence on the topic. Believe me, it's quite easy topic, right? So meet in the next session once again. Bye bye.